for the gay shit.
Yeah.
Oh hell no, bitch, you gotta go.
That's what Obama did. That's why Kamala Harris, she went to the Congo to try to tell them to treat the gay people right. They put that bitch on the plane and sent her back home immediately when she went over there talking that shit. My bad, bro. I'm over here talking to one of the brothers over here out here by the Home Depot. I'm still here. The Venezuelans that came back and they over here posted trying to get work. You see people picking them up. People picking them up for work. And they so stupid that you will let these motherfuckers sit behind you, you know what I'm saying, to do some work. So they just jumping in the car, sitting behind you. It's some dangerous motherfuckers in these crowds. The Venezuelans are returning. The security guards, the police taking down the tape and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And we got to be careful with them. I'm trying to tell you, bro, it's dangerous for you to just let them hop in your car like that and taking them to do some motherfucking work. I'm telling you.
What happened with the security card? They let him go, or they bringing him in? What they
No,
doing?
you know, he got to go down there and do paperwork, but shit, he got a valid reason. They broke his arm. Shit, they broke his arm. They was jumping on him. Shit, he got a valid reason. He offed his ass. It's gonna be on the news most likely tonight because I saw the news reporters out here, and it's just crazy that the Venezuelans kill each other and it don't make the fucking news. But if we unalive the Venezuelans, this shit is going on news like we assassinated a motherfucker. The same motherfucker that killed that dude on 61st, I'll go down there right now. I drive down there right now, show you the motherfucker that did it. He out there still right now. Like he unalived one Venezuelan, he's still out on the streets. But the moment we take vengeance on their ass and do something to them, we're gonna be on the fucking news all motherfucking night. And as you can see, they just returned as the police left. So they returned back right here, just a few of them. You know what I'm saying? Most of them left. But like I was talking to this brother over here in the van, he said, you know, it's gonna be an issue, and it ain't gonna be. It's gonna be a fucked up issue because, you know, they looking at it like this is all about black versus Venezuelans, no matter what we say. You understand what I'm saying? That's why most of them are gone. It's normally thousands of their ass right here. Most of them has mad, upset, and they have left. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how this war gonna be or what's gonna turn out,
They
bro.
about to. You already know they gonna retaliate. That's what that's gonna be.
They gonna
They
end up
over there. They
retaliating
already going to plot
on one of the security guards up here, because like I say, the security company still has, and they mostly employ blacks. They still have this area, and they over here right now. I'm gonna pull up over here so you can see the company that's out here. Universal is one of the companies, but this is the company that is employed, and they just have security on their vessels. They are employed by the Home Depot. And like I said, a month before this happened, the security guard was jumped real bad by like 5 or 6 Venezuelans because they were breaking in cars, and you know, they were jumped on real bad. So this is like them doing it again because they get the numbers. It gets ridiculous on how many Venezuelans are right here on 87 in front of Home Depot. Now I know they see that shit a lot in Texas. They see this a lot every other well, but y'all got to understand this Chicago. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that disrespect and all that shit, motherfucker will blow you down. You pulling out weapons, and just because a motherfucking security guard, those be ex-gang members and shit like that. That's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just working as security. So the security company is still out here. They armed. You know what I'm saying? Police is still a little bit out here on the scene. Red tape is up still where it happened at. I'm gonna try to pull around here, around through the drive so you can see exactly where the fuck it happened. Man, this is some bullshit waiting to happen. And like brother was just telling me, he say, man, this is a plot and a plan by the Democratic Party. He say, man, they about to literally, you know what I'm saying? They putting these motherfuckers out here with us, and they knowing the outcome of this being like this. This is where it happened at. You feel me? As you can see, chairs are still seated right there. This is what the Venezuelans, they cut hair through here. They do whatever the fuck they want to do. And when we come through and we ask for them to get, like, to move around and let us get in it's a nasty ass. We're gonna start throwing shit. We're gonna start pulling out knives. We're gonna start arguing with y'all in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us don't play that shit. It's just simple as that. We don't play it, whether it's white Americans, black Americans, Mexicans, Americans, you know, motherfuckers just don't play that. You understand? Like, y'all thinking that this gonna be a knife fight. Most of these people are up here. We got concealed carry here in Chicago. Most of these people are earned. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be citizens or not. And the Mexicans got a whole different thing going on with the Venezuelans because of what's going on in that country. I was just talking to one of them, wish I could have been live, you know, what he was telling me, like, we got cartel issues with them. You understand? So they come up here on the racism And you know, we be fighting with them in our neighborhood. So this is just a fucking boiling pot waiting to fucking happen. Of course, only some Venezuelans have returned. As you can see, they standing up here. You know what I'm saying? Kids, no work, no trabajo. Hey, fix your hat. Fix your hat. Yeah. Don't be having that shit all cocked up like that. All right. And then it's not just the Venezuelans, it's Africans too. No, I ain't got no work. I ain't got no work.
Bro, where they from? Like Somalia?
Hey, English? English? No English? I wanted to ask where you coming from. I got money. Money. Money? Come here.
That's fucking crazy.
Come here.
That's crazy.
Bro, come here. I got a camera. It's okay. Nobody's gonna take you away. You cool? Where you come? What's your land? Home.
I don't know. You speak French.
Somalia.
You speak French.
Somali?
No.
Where? What? Somali? Africa?
Africa. Yeah.
Africa. Where? Country.
No. I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Take $2, man. I'm just give it to you because you stopped to talk to me. I normally don't get him shit, but he trying to. He know they scared of that camera. They scared to death of this fucking camera.
And
y'all think crazy. It's just Venezuelans. I'm gonna show you right here. It's not just Venezuelans. It's not just Venezuelans. It's Africans. Look. What's up, brothers? What's up? Everybody from Africa? Where from? Senegal. Hey, everybody, say hello. Say hello.
What's up?
I got a lot of money, man. Yeah, I ain't got shit. I'm fucked up. I'm more fucked up than y'all. Hey, get your hand out the car, though. Don't stick your hand in the car. Can't trust your fast ass hand. It's all good. I'm fucked up. Y'all good. Be smooth out here. 50 cent. 50 cent for everybody. He trying to get him 50 cent. 50 cent for everybody. I ain't got no money, man. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Y'all be thinking it's just Venezuelans. It's not.
I've tried. They coming from everywhere. I just said it before when you jumped off the last live. That's what I told him. I say, bro, they coming from everywhere. They coming from Somalia, Pakistan.
My tools.
You funny as hell.
Get your hand out of here. But they from everywhere, bro. Somalia, Pakistan, everywhere. They are mixed in. They have no problem. As y'all can see, look, somebody over here giving them shit. They trying to see what's going on. They talking and through the phone, trying to get work right here. You know what I'm saying? He trying to hide off. They talking on the phone, trying to get work.
Damn.
They come from everywhere, bro. And it's normally thousands right here. It's normally thousands. He mad I just made him fix his hat. I don't like that shit, bro.
I feel you. I did the same thing. And where you at now? Well, not over there where you at now, but where you was at yesterday, where you said you went to, where you moved from to. That's how I used to do when they would come down the street walking, and it was people from the community. I'm like, hey, bro, fix your fucking hat, bro.
These the gangbangers that be with them. These the gangbangers. These ain't regular Venezuelans. Look. I'm gonna show you. I don't want no work, boy. Get your creepy ass back. You need to fix your hat, man. Bro, I don't know what y'all think y'all on. Fool them.
This shit crazy.
Now they out here explaining to the Mexican, reporter that speaks Spanish. They out here explaining to her what happened. They looking for cameras. They looking to see everything that transpired right there. That's where it transpired. Feel what I'm saying? This shit gonna get ugly. They just stand up here. Look, he hiding. He try to hide. Look, they hiding. He telling him to hide.
This shit crazy, bro.
He telling him to hide. Why you hiding? They say you can come here. All right, be cool. Yeah. Hey, get back. I'm beating the shit out of motherfucker. Get back. I don't know why they had, like, they just didn't get permission to bring their ass up here. Like, it's like ICE is looking for them to take them back. Everybody's allowing your ass to be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they done moved down here. They moved down to this one. You feel me? They out this bitch.
Damn.
Out this bitch chilling. No trabajo. Fuck out of here. They just moved down here. They all over 87. And like I say, it's gonna be.
That's crazy, bro.
But it's worse than this, bro. Like, this is little numbers on what just happened. Bro, it's thousands of them out here. It's thousands. When I come back to this motherfucker tomorrow, it's thousands. Like, it looks like Texas out this bitch. And a lot of them ain't just Venezuelans. They telling y'all they Venezuelans, but we have MS-13. We got Honduras. We got Colombians, we got Dominican Republicans, we got fucking Africans, as you just seen. You know what I'm saying? And you see what I do. I go in my pocket, give them $2.50 at a time. Like, everybody get 50 cents. Like, I'm not giving you nothing that's going to set you up and, you know, just because you came to the car, give you 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a little Debbie cake or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? And them $1.
What you doing on Saturday, man?
Shit, I be doing this. I be live driving through the neighborhoods.
Check it out. Saturday at 10 a.m., bro. If you ain't got nothing going on, bro, drive. You know where Highland's at, right?
South Highland?
No, Highland.
Yeah, Highland, Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right next door. It's right next door. Shit. Come out with me, man. Come out with me. I'm doing a backpack drive, and I know you say you got some kids, bro. Come get your kids a backpack and school supplies real quick to send them back to school, and then chop it up when we go live.
Facts. You should come to the Chicago.
I got to get permission. I'm on federal papers right now.
Damn, I would have drove you through here. It would have been a sight to see, so I could really show you.
You doing what I used to do. I went through Inglewood. That's where I was going.
Yeah.
In
That's where I'm from. Inglewood. All of that through there. I've been driving through these motherfuckers. You remember when I first went live? We were doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I drive right up to the apartments that they in.
I'm gonna hit my PO up, man. I'm gonna see if I can get some permission for Saturday. Maybe after the backpack drive, me and you take a little drive. I'm gonna tell her we're doing some journalism, because that's really what we're doing. This is journalism.
Facts. I hope that Donald Trump get in so he can, man, like that November 6th shit, that's some bullshit, and they got y'all for some bullshit. And it's like, man, all of the Black Lives Matter, all of those motherfuckers, nobody was charged in that shit mostly, man. All the prosecutors threw that shit out, fake like they arrested motherfuckers and threw it out, man. It's like that's fucked up, but they holding y'all for some petty ass, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see nothing get really broke, the fences, you know what I'm saying? The people ran up, but I didn't see what I seen with my own eyes. If you would have came through 87 right here at the strip mall, all the stores was broken into. Everything.
I was telling people that, bro. Was you out there in Roseland when Black Lives Matter tried to come out there and the brothers came out, was like, y'all ain't coming through here, man. Y'all gotta go.
That was me out there with them. That was me. Bro, I live right on the street that they marched up. I live right down State Street.
People tried to say I was lying. They tried to come on and say I'm lying, that never happened. They was loved in Chicago. I'm like, nah.
Man, we told they motherfucking asses, hey, we don't know where the fuck y'all came from, but y'all not about to tear up our stores. The police forced us to stand down. They made us stand back. A girl, the police car ran over a 14-year-old girl. They broke in the bank. One of the police unalived a guy that was at the bank. We was out there on some political shit. Like, man, y'all ain't tearing up our neighborhood. They came from anywhere. Black Lives Matter was a group of YT people.
There was a whole bunch of white liberals,
Muslims,
bro.
A lot of Muslim women. Like, they was not just and they wasn't from our community. They wasn't from none of the communities that they were fucking tearing up. They was literally organizing themselves and marching up through the communities. And the police act like the police really was the escort, faking like they were the people that was stopping it. They really was escorting them up to the places. And man,
everybody, if you could, please, y'all, share the live right quick. Everybody, wherever you watching from on whatever platform, please share the live out for us real quick, man, so we can keep getting this word out. Because we covering some shit today. We covering some shit right now. All the myths that people were saying is not true is true. It is true. They think that black people wanted Black Lives Matter in their communities. We did not want them there. We didn't want them there. And if they was the one perpetrating, committing crimes and breaking buildings, it wasn't the people. It was the motherfuckers that was with that movement that was hired to be out there. Was you outside when they putting bricks, pallets of bricks and shit all over the city?
Yeah, mayor, not mayor, but the governor. So what the governor did, he's a very slick individual. Prisoner owns all the construction. So if you're doing construction and building big buildings in Chicago, you got to go through Prisoner Company to get the bricks, the wood, all of the shit that you need basically to build. So Governor Prisoner's company was setting out bricks outside downtown. It was bricks, like big pallet of bricks, big pallet of iron.
Never seen no shit like that.
It was set outside. That was Governor Prisoner. Governor Prisoner, like I say, you got to go through him. If you're building big construction here in Chicago and you want the bricks and big companies are building, they go through Governor Prisoner to get it. Now, another thing that I want to say is that you just witnessed in Chicago they were showing you the colleges. The colleges were rioting over the Palestine and Israel shit. The colleges were. Now, they made this like it was everywhere else but the colleges, but it was actually on school grounds. And it was no big riots like they made it seem. But what I want to let you know is I can take you tomorrow, or later on today, to a Black Lives Matter office on 64th and Cottage Grove, right down the street from O Block, and there's no black people in there. There's the LGBT women dressed up like pink hair, purple hair. These are the people that's running it, and they come out of that fucking U of I college. These are not our people at all. This the LGBT people and other people that are organized with non-for-profits. They're doing this shit. Nobody in the hood is with the Black Lives Matter. The only time that we got with them is when we seen that we're in poverty. Everybody's in poverty. You're going to open the fucking stores and let us in and take everything? Oh, shit, we're with it. You understand? You didn't see Black Lives Matter breaking in stores. You saw hungry individuals, thieves. You saw criminals. You saw gangbangers. I'm just not even sure. You saw my people just wanting to get something out of it. It wasn't fucking Black Lives Matter and we're breaking in this for an issue. When they show us on the news that they're going to be like this situation with that girl that just was murdered by the police, sad situation, was murdered by the police in her house. They had protesters. They all started out white and college students. But the moment they tell us that they're going to bring that shit to the South Side and we can steal, that's when you're going to see us getting involved. We get 100,000 people dying a day in Chicago over police brutality, over each other brutality. We don't give a fuck. If you come here and tell us you're going to break in the stores and you're going to let us do that shit, jewelry and money, and that's when you're going to see us playing a part of it. And when you see it, they're just going to put our name on it. They're going to say, hey, that's Black Lives Matter. Man, those are the black disciples and the GDs over there that was been trying to rob these motherfucking stores for the longest. They don't give a fuck. They out there participating in the criminal activity. And they put it like, oh, Black Lives Matter is going up. That's a title. That's not
I ain't even think about none of that. You just put me up on the game or something right now.
Yeah, bro. When they came to Roseland, nobody knew. They put it on the news and the radio that a Black Lives Matter protest, you can go on Protest Chicago. You can type that in and you can look up any protest that was going down in Chicago, Protest Chicago. And on that website, they have any protest that's going down in Chicago is scheduled. All the Black Lives Matter protests were scheduled and they were telling you what neighborhood they were going to be in. So all the kids went from playing basketball to chilling, and doing their thing to a protest is going to be taking place in Roseland. So they're on their way. We started hearing the booing horns and shit. Like I say, I was asleep and I woke up to the shit. And then when I woke up to the shit, some of the guys organized and was like, man, some of these are black businesses, man. We ain't about to fucking have that shit. You know what I'm saying? We're going to stand out. And that's what you saying you seen. So then after the case, right, Black Lives Matter individuals were driving through Roseland after the riots, and they were driving, hanging out the cars and hanging out Pan-African flags and shit like that. And they were sitting on the door and everything. They were escorted by CPD. So like you're in a car, in a vehicle. Can you imagine if one of the vehicles flip over and somebody actually dies? They're hanging out the windows and CPD is in the front and behind them, escorting them through Roseland, hyping up the matter. That's what's been going down, brother. That's what's been going down. These protests are right now. If you go to Protest Chicago or Chicago Protest and go see, they'll have protesters down from Black Lives Matter or whoever protesting, where they're going to be, how they're going to do it. You look online, they're going to be giving out flags. They are psyching people, tricking people into joining this shit. And it's crazy, bro. It's actually fucking madness that we can get up and see where they're going to be protesting. It starts out with 5 people. You told us we gonna be protesting, meaning we gonna be stealing. So we gonna be downtown. Shit, they're gonna be stealing, protesting, stealing, code word, stealing, knocking down stores and shooting motherfuckers and acting wild.
They tore Michigan Ave the fuck up.
Man, all the Gucci, Louis Vuitton.
And people thought I was lying. I did a TikTok live about it when I was talking about when BLM came to Chicago and they couldn't go into the neighborhoods because, like I said, in Roseland, they stood against them. So when they went downtown, I told them on the TikTok live and on my Instagram live, I said they was tearing Michigan Ave the fuck up. Man, and they're like, no, they wasn't. What stores? What store? I'm like, bro, how you gonna tell me?
Louis Vuitton, all the rich stores on Michigan Ave, all the rich stores, all the rich Hermes, Prada. That fucking shit, they was selling that shit for $10. Louis Vuitton purses for $10, $100 on the dollar type shit. But the real thing that we're gonna look at community trust when we're dealing with the protest, right? Community trust. Everybody needs to know what a trust is. Everybody needs to know who's the beneficiaries of trust. Target was a beneficiary of the trust. That's why you saw them come to Chicago, the first place we're breaking it. Nobody stopped the scene and said, hey, why the fuck are they breaking in the Targets first? Why the fuck are they breaking in certain stores first? No matter where you went from Wisconsin to Chicago, they broke in Targets first because Target donated so much money to Black Lives Matter because they're a part of this trust fund that was set up and they're the beneficiary. So Target is going to be repaid in millions because they're going to reach into the insurance. Everybody who funded Black Lives Matter funded the trust. There's a trust set up around Black Lives Matter. It's a trust. And all of this money that they took in was untaxed, locked in a trust. So the beneficiaries of the trust is where they have everybody funeral at on 79th and Cottage. They're beneficiaries. They're going to be able to lay everybody to rest. AR Links and get the funding. Target is the beneficiaries of the trust. They're going to be able to get all their stores tore down, relocate wherever they want without having to pay out contracts that they'd rented out buildings. They're going to be able to relocate after the riots. They're going to be able to do billion-dollar insurance claims, restock their stores, cancel out contracts that they had with certain brands that they owe money to. All of this helped them. They are part of the beneficiaries of the trust. Walmart was a beneficiaries of the trust. We don't know how this goes. This is all set up through trust. This is all set up. Right now, the communities in Chicago are being built by trust that was set up by 5 banks. We have a trust fund that was set up by 5 banks, right? We have BMO Harris, Chase, all of them just moved to the hood. As you know, they weren't in the hood. Nope. Chase, BMO Harris, Bank of America, they just over time moved to the hood. Now, they started these banks without our permission because we're the community. They got with the church, which the church means community. They got with the church and they got with the Democrats, and they started a community trust, the banks. So now the banks own all the houses. The banks own everything through our community, and they got the right to rebuild our community tax-free and able to get the government to send them money, the banks. And the people who got the trust with the banks, the different churches, they're able to send them money and tap into that money for rebuilding Chicago. So they're doing it without us. They're doing it with agreements to the church, which the church means community. So the church in my neighborhood is speaking for me. They're able to get with the banks, get with the community trust. Now we need to look at who's the president of the trust, which we're not going to never fucking find out, but who's the beneficiary of the trust. As we know, every time somebody gets shot, their organs get taken down at Northwestern Hospital, city of Chicago, what is it called?
Rest in peace to
Kanika Jenkins and my brother. You know, they make sure that they don't live. If you get into a little accident where they can, they'll hit you with like some shit to make you numb and not be able to move and say you died to your family, let your family say their goodbyes, take you downstairs and take your organs. That's the hospitals, Northwestern. What is that big hospital that Obama works with in Hyde Park? I can't think. Chicago University. Yeah, Chicago University owns all the other hospitals, so they own all the land leases for hospitals.
You got Rush Memorial.
All of them are owned by Chicago University. Now, Chicago University is a beneficiary of the lease. That's the trust. That's why Governor Pritzker came and moved all the trauma stations out of the inner cities and moved them to only about 2 or 3 hospitals. So now you can't make it. If I get shot right here on 95th and I'm bleeding out, how the fuck with the ambulance? I got to wait for the ambulance to get here. Then I can't go to this hospital that's right around the corner because I'm in Princeton Park right now. I can't go to that hospital around the corner. They're going to try to take me to Hyde Park. I'm going to die. They're going to take my organs, sew me up. They're going to send me over to AR Links. AR Links is beneficiary of the trust because all these black folks that y'all see, kids are dying. Ask yourself, how the fuck are they burying them? How they burying? They ain't got no fucking money. AR Links is burying them. He's a beneficiary of the trust. He gets paid by the government to bury all these kids. That's why everybody's funeral is on 79th at AR Links. AR Links is benefiting off the trust. Glock is benefiting off the trust. They get paid, promote our Glocks, use our Glocks to get up the gentrification, and we get paid.
My brother, I swear, man, I'm so glad me and you finally linked, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I gotta ask you a question. over 800,000 kids go missing in America a year. Where you think they going?
Donald Trump spoke where they went. We got to get out of our feelings, and we got to really know how shit works, right? Okay, so all of these kids that go missing in Chicago, beneficiaries of the trust, they not flew out the country. We have to pay attention to who runs the cargo. Who runs the cargo? Meaning everything is brought in by boats. Now, when you pay attention to this, I'm about to break it open right now.
Go for it. I was waiting for this. I meant to ask you this yesterday. I wanted to go ahead, do your thing.
Everything is brought in Chicago by boats. Before those trailers get on those trucks, they're shipped by cargo boats. There's 3 major companies that deal on the docks with cargo boating. That's how they get in and out. So that truck that gets that fucking trailer put on his truck, those trailers start on big, massive ships that bring those trailers over here. That's one way they're getting them in and out. Mexico, I told you, El Chapo had 125 cases. 80 of his cases were sex trafficking.
Drug cases. Yeah, they were sex trafficking.
They were sex trafficking and organ trafficking cases. So they were working where? In Chicago. Remember? They were working up here on the 94. So the cartel were working with the different gangs that were down with the shit, and they were coming up here and they were snatching motherfuckers, and they was taking them down back to the border under the tunnels to Texas, then from Texas under the tunnels into Mexico. A lot of y'all think they was bringing shit in. They were really taking shit out. This is what Trump was trying to tell us when he told us, hey, these people, when he said the cartel, they tried to make it seem like he said Mexicans. He said the cartels are fucking pedophiles, and they're some of the worst sex traffickers around. They were El Chapo and the motherfucking these cartels that they like to call drug cartels. We don't need nobody drugs. We plant the best weed that you can ever get is goddamn it over there in California, over there in Phoenix, Arizona, over here in Michigan. We got farms in America. We don't need when they showing you 100 pounds, kilos or whatever of fucking weed coming from the cartel. That shit is dirt. We don't want that. We're producing our own weed here in America and been that way. We're known for that. Most of America is known for drugs. And I'm not meaning just illegal drugs. I mean legal. People come here to learn to be doctors. You know, they leave, and where they at, we got the best medicines. America crop is mostly drugs around America, in America. Poppy seeds and everything, we're fertile. We can grow that shit right here. If anybody else is trying to grow it, we gonna fuck them up. Like Afghanistan and the poppy seeds. They had large population of poppy seeds. They went over there, and that's what we went over there to shut Afghanistan down in that time. We went to shut that shit down because they were selling poppy seeds as well, to shut the competition down. So when they taking these kids, that's what the cartel is dealing in. That's why Trump did, I think it was Blackout, where he, during the COVID, where he locked up like 700 members to the cartel, caught El Chapo ass, caught all the cartels, and he said these are very dangerous people, and they sex trafficking. And they turned that shit around and said, Trump said Mexicans are pedophiles and sex traffickers. He's telling you, these are the people who were sex trafficking. Those tunnels that they keep lying about, saying that they going out and they coming in, they really going out of here. They're leading kids. They're leading women. They're leading people organs and shit out to the truck. That's why after they locked up Epstein, that was Epstein's biggest suppliers were the cartels of humans. Were coming from the cartels. They would get them to Mexico. It was a guy named Luna Garcia. They just locked him up in Spain. He tried to run to Spain. He's the safety he's the safety, goddammit, Luna Garcia. They hate him in Mexico, man. He was public safety. He was in office out there, and he was supposed to be over public safety. He was working, and we wouldn't know who he was without Trump. I just want to let y'all know. We wouldn't know who the fuck this guy was. This guy had been Secretary of Public Safety for years. If you look him up right now, his name is Luna Garcia. He was the one that was helping the cartels in office in Mexico. He was the one making sure that once they got back on the Mexican border, that they were clear with all of the people that they were stealing out of America, all of the kids that were going missing in Texas and everywhere else. They go missing in Texas like that a lot in the Amber Alert because it's right by Mexico. They take them to Mexico, and then they would sell them off to the islands, to Epstein's island. This was Epstein's main suppliers with El Chapo and that group of motherfucking cartel. And they give it to us in these democratic states like he's just some drug. We don't need, look up how much drugs are produced in America and sent everywhere else. It's our shit. We produce drugs. We don't need no cartels to bring no drugs. That is an underlay for the overlay. They are fucking, the underlay is they are taking humans. They are cutting organs. They known for doing that shit. They've been doing that shit. And they are human trafficking through Mexico. And from Mexico, they going everywhere else. What the fuck do I look like risking putting somebody on a plane or a train and risking? I can walk them over to Mexico and we free to do what the fuck we want to do. It's so many dungeons and everything in Mexico, underground network of people working, stealing America's children and taking them into Mexico. Not saying that all Mexicans are bad. Not saying that all Mexicans even fucking know that this is going on. But the government,
they got people just like us that don't know.
They don't know. So it's the government in Mexico who's a part of this. Is cartel members that were all, we know that the Zeta was all a part of a military in Mexico and the cartel pays them more. This is not about drugs, man. This drugs is the smallest producing shit that they use. It's mostly about organs. As you can see when you watch them cartel fight each other, they brutal. They would sit up there, hang each other down, and cut their limbs off like they fucking a pork chop or a fucking pig or some shit. They could just cut you open and take your organs out. They are trained to do so. And if they're training each other to cut each other the way that the cartel cuts you open and take your organs, what the fuck you think they doing that for? How you think they learning that? Just watch what they participate in.
I'm trying to tell you, bro, this shit, I did a whole show on pill.net, bro. I do an exclusive show over there just for that platform because I show graphic stuff, right? It's called America's Conspiracy Compass, and we was talking about trafficking. And it showed all these people, bro, like the people that are being trafficked, they think it's just for sex workers. It's not that. They trafficking people literally for their organs. Specifically for their organs. And I showed the videos of them bringing people off of this trailer, bro, and they cut open. They're cut open, and they show them when they dissecting them on the table and taking out things. I'm like, man, they're sick. And when you wonder why 800,000 people are going missing a year, you can understand it. And then when you know about the children, like children that go missing and they never get found, and they don't, and I'm gonna relate it. The Muslim countries, a lot of Muslim countries got brothels that are specifically designed for these sick-minded motherfuckers that want somebody that's small. Man. You know what I'm saying?
And if you pay attention to all of these politicians, they are a part of it. Pay attention to how fucking old they're living. Pay attention to how many heart transplants Rockefeller has had. I know people right now sitting in Chicago, as many people as being shot, because that's a part of organ harvesting as well. The hospitals are into organ harvesting. Look how many people are being shot. Nobody should be sitting up waiting on the heart. Nobody should be sitting up waiting on the liver. Rockefeller then had about 52 heart surgeries before he died. They living fucking forever. Why is these motherfucking politicians living to be 120 years old? They're not telling you how many organ transplants they having. They're not telling you where they getting it at. They're getting it off the black market. Motherfucking politicians is living. Look at all these old motherfuckers. You like, man, motherfuckers dying at 54 from cancer. They dying at, what made him so healthy? He's not healthy. They quick to come in and do organ transplant, and they know where to purchase this shit off the black market. So when you're dealing with Trump, you're dealing with why is everybody against him? Trump is trying to set shit down.
Yeah, he been trying to hit, bro. He locked up more traffickers and pedos than any other president in history, literally combined. Like he locked them up left and right. But then, I want to bring it back when we talk about like the Kenneka Jenkins case, bro. Man, that case still to this day, it makes me get chills, bro. It's scary because I don't know. I feel like the whole damn thing was a setup.
Can I get something to you? This all we got to pay attention to. Who owns the Crown Plaza?
I forget his name, but he was the manager was the cousin of the coroner. And the coroner was connected to like on the graveyard or the funeral home. And I'm like, all this stuff, you can't link all this stuff up by accident. And then one of them was involved with organ transplants.
No, but check this out. The Crown Plaza, not just there, because that just showing you one part of it. that the city is down with it, and they use the Crown Plaza. Now, the Crown Plaza everywhere. The Crown Plaza hotels have been known for missing children, missing people. A 19-year-old Mexican girl was missing in the Crown Plaza hotel in another state, and they never said nothing about it. Now, the Crown Plaza is known for, go look at how many, in the Crown Plaza, how many suicides in the Crown Plaza that they are basically putting out, how many suicides that they had. Now, this is what I want to tell to you. Governor Pritzker, their family is not fucking broke. They own the Hyatt hotels, right? Now, the Hyatt hotels own the Motel 6s and the Super 8s. They're a chain of high class to low class hotels. Now, they brought the Marriott. The Marriott owns the Crown Plaza Hotel. Governor Pritzker, his fucking family and his Jewish business owners are the owners of these hotels. Governor Pritzker was the one right now when you come in Chicago, if somebody gets shot right now and their organs are being taken in Chicago, Governor Pritzker is very involved in organ trafficking. If you go into knowing that he owned these hotels,
allegedly for entertainment purposes only, exactly, just in case.
Yeah, you're right. But Governor Pritzker, he's the big business when it comes to organ trafficking. And what I want to say is, right now we have what they call, if you can look it up right now, it's called emergency organ trafficking. It's a company that has jets, that has little trucks like the one I'm in now with the little hood over it, the pickup trucks. And what they do is, if my kid gets shot or something and he's down at the hospital, they turn their flashing light on. They look like police, and it literally says emergency organ transport on the side of the vehicle. Governor Pritzker brought this company to Chicago, and they run. You see them around Chicago running to St. Bernard's, running to these 3 hospitals on the south side that only deals in trauma. They rushes there with coolers. So literally, this is a real thing. You see them around Chicago.
Tonight at 8:30 p.m. Are you available?
I'm available. I'm always available.
All right, check it out.
I'm fucking with you.
Check it out. Tonight we're gonna do a show. We're gonna do a show on pill.net, the America's Conspiracy Compass. So that way we can show all the receipts, we can show the crazy shit, and we can say whatever we want to say. It's the only platform that is literally total freedom of speech. All right. Man. So I'm gonna send you the link so you can make you an account over there too and get you a following over there, because over there instantly you can become monetized as well. Okay. But it's the only place in America where it's total freedom of speech on the social media site. So everybody, if you haven't already, go ahead and create you an account on pill.net. Tonight at 8:30 p.m. we going live, and we're going to talk about this in depth. We're going to bring up Luna Garcia. We're going to bring up the El Chapo. We're going to bring up the organ donor company all through Chicago. We're going to bring it all up. We're going to bring up everything, and we're going to show some receipts, man. So, Tribe, hey, my brother, I'm going to jump off real quick. I'm going to go over and deal with my daughter I hear in the background over there.
For sure.
Shit, bro, you are fantastic, man. Straight up. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to send you that link.
For sure, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I appreciate you even putting this shit out, man, because it's not a lot of us are asleep, and this shit needs to know, because this political shit is connected. They call Chicago a deep state. They having a Democratic convention with no problems down at the United Center. This is where they hold. This is a stronghold. And I don't think it'll ever change into a full Republican or full independent state, because this is a stronghold. They strong. The shit happen to people breaks here. Also, what I would like you to look up is the guy that stood, the black guy. He was over. I'm gonna bring him up too as well. So make sure you get this information. He quote unquote unalived himself. He was the black guy that was over, and they put this on the news very quickly. A few years ago, he supposedly unalived himself. He was the school board president in Chicago, the public school board president. He was a black guy, and he was against shutting down the schools and all this shit. He ran his car into and I'm gonna send you this, into the Chicago River, and he unalived. He supposedly committed suicide. Healthy guy, didn't have a fucking problem. He was over Chicago school boards here in Chicago before the other lady took over and got brain cancer when she went against Mayor Rahm Emanuel, and she died. Right. So these people, they will take you out. Do you understand? That guy was in office over the school board for a long time, and he was put there by Mayor Harold Washington. and his ass was unalived or he committed suicide by running
Real,
his car to the Chicago
real
river.
quick, tell the people this real quick because it's another thing that people don't believe, right? When brothers make peace in the city, when the gangs make peace with each other in the city, what does Chicago do to get them gangs to be back at odds?
Um, it was just like all you have to do, and I'm gonna have when we go on this pill, we gonna fucking put it out there. It was just a situation in Chicago on the on the on the it was a situation in Chicago on the west side. Actually, where I used to work at, it was Maypole and Walcott. They were out there having a gang problem with each other, but it that gang problem suppressed and it was over. The police that was off duty went through there and was supposedly, we put the dumpsters in the streets when we're having an issue and motherfuckers to stop them from doing drive-bys. So they put a dumpster in the alley. So Chicago police that was supposedly off duty, he shot at the five guys. And this is literally, you can look this up. He shot at the five guys. They returned so much fire at him, he had to pull out and get up out of there. But why was an off-duty officer at that time of night, not living in that neighborhood, going through their alley, which is a bunch of buildings behind it, Maypole and Walcott, Folk on the Hustlers and Vice Lords over there. They buildings are connected. They little projects that they built over there, and you can go through their alley and you can see all their back porches, and they kick it back there. So they put the dumpster in the street. He's moving the dumpster, and he shot at them first after they asked what he was doing. They start ducking and lighting his ass up, and they didn't know he was off duty. So they thinking that these the motherfuckers from over by the United Center. So that kicked the war back up immediately. But it's on YouTube telling you that there was a police officer. They will come through after there's no beef. They have killed some of these rappers and lie about it. They have did that. Motherfuckers claiming work that they ain't did. Some of these rappers just unalived and don't nobody know who did it. We just be at so much war that we think that, motherfuckers did it. No, the police did it. They keep this shit up. If this shit calm down now, they're gonna have to make quota where they ride through the neighborhoods and they just fuck with us. And
What about the ones that get in a car that look like somebody else's car intentionally and wear the black mask and pull up and start banging?
Situations, man. Situations where they will put on them rubber masks are sold out, man. They put on black masks, come out here, stand, go to the liquor store, dress up like drunks. You know what I'm saying? Dress up like they fucking like they drunks, like they ain't did shit, like they regular people come back and kill rappers. Come back, and when they want to control the coming down of the situations, you get a situation like FBG Duck, rest in peace to my cousin. You get a situation like that where he was shot and he could have made it, and they gonna let his ass die because now they want to calm down the war. Because they want to calm down the war. Because now it's taking place in places that they fight. The Democrats have borderlines. They want to fight to keep those areas safe. Now, this shit that's going on, let them die. That's what that shit was about. They do that type of shit, man. Y'all really need to go know that, yeah, they put the guns out here. We have found, you talking to a person that's been down here, we have found crates of guns, and we ain't going to say nothing about it.
Just
We have
sitting in the
found
alley.
guns. We
Crates of
found
guns
guns
just sitting in the alley.
sitting in the bottom of the motherfucking projects, then found guns, then found weapons, then found all type of shit that we need to keep up a war. And like I say, this shit is even on gangland. That dude that was GD that was on gangland, he really was out here in Cabrini Green, and he told y'all, we was finding guns. We was finding whole crates. Whole crates. You know the wooden crates that they dropping down on the motherfucking video game? We finding them with little grass over and AR-15s and shit that we need. We ain't gonna tell the police we found that. We ain't gonna say, hey, somebody gave us some guns. We gonna go use them. That's the mentality, and they know that's the mentality of us, and they keep these wars up. They like the police chief. He had a strategy. The police chief that Mayor Lightfoot removed, he had a strategy where he was going online tracking the gang leaders down that was killing motherfuckers. Then coming on Instagram, he was catching them off there and locking them up. Mayor Lightfoot had them removed. Talking about he was getting some head in the car. They had that man removed immediately. And she put her own guy in who don't give a fuck. They weren't chasing the internet. These guys was killing each other, coming back on the internet saying that they was doing it, and nobody was arresting them. He sat out and made that shit, and they said, yeah, he was sleeping in his car on this day, and he got some head in his car on this day. He's fired. Come on, man. You know the Democrats against this shit, man, because it can't feed the trust. But man, we're gonna talk about that on the Peel, bro.
I got you, my bro. Go ahead, get your day going, my bro. I'll see you in a little bit.
For sure. Blessings be the tribe, man. Stay alert, stay alive.
Blessings, bro. All right, y'all. Hope y'all have a good day. I'll be back on here in a little bit. Catch y'all on the next one.